Good morning, Americans. I am on probably my 25th headphone and microphone, and I'm going to continue to change until I find what I like. When you're a guitar player, you picking up instruments in a guitar shop, you don't buy the first one, you keep trying them out. So you get that tone you love. Anyway, today is America in election peril. 48 days, I believe, until we vote for the president, for control of the House, control of the Senate. Last night, September 18th, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Supreme Court Justice, passed away. Pray for her soul and for the people that loved her. But that's all we're here for. We are here to talk about replacement. Sounds very ghoulish, I know. But it's been 12 hours. 12 hours is the new 24 hours. This is paramount. So, a history lesson. Mitch McConnell is the Senate Majority Leader, Republican. Harry Reid, Democrat from Nevada, had been the Majority Leader. The Democrats had control. And in 2015, 5 years ago, he decided that it was time to abandon 98-year rules of the Senate. Now, the United States Senate is a amazing, we'll call it a country club. The senators they're a different group. I mean, you are one of 100. And you are all right next to the president. Seniority matters in the Senate. The rules of the Senate have long been held to be just as binding to the senators as a contract would be. And for years it had been an agreement between the two parties. The rules of the Senate were that you had to, the president nominated people for his cabinet for his judicial position. He had to have a 2/3 majority to be appointed. 2/3 would stop a filibuster. Well, then Harry Reid comes along and decides Republicans will not work with Barack Obama, so he's changing the rules of the Senate. And the fact of the matter was that Barack wasn't really working with anybody. And, these senators, they're saying, you got to come up and kiss the ring before you get to be made a king. And they were not, Obama, he did his thing. So, anyway, Reid changes the rules, called it the nuclear option, meaning that they're nuking the old standard rules that have been in place for almost 100 years. Now Majority Leader, Mitch McConnell, Democrat, at the time, begged the Democrats not to change the rules from the House floor. But please don't change these rules. One day, this change will come back, and it will hurt you. It will bite you. And that day may be sooner than you think. Well, Democrats went ahead and changed the rules. Then you fast forward to 2016, here, that was one of the things that Harry Reid did right before the election. Then the Republicans took control of the Senate, and the Democrats refused to appoint anybody that Donald Trump had, based on a lie that is Donald Trump did not win the presidency because of Russian interference. That did not happen. It's been proven fake. But this fake news lie that they insisted upon has now come back to hurt them as far as putting together presidential cabinet positions and judicial nominees. The president, before that happened, Justice Scalia died before the 2016 election, and the Republicans were successful in blocking from Obama's nomination and said, he's a lame duck president. Never in our history has a lame duck president been able to appoint one. And that is true. This goes back to the whole it's a country club, we have rules type of thing, because you want the incoming administration to be able to appoint the people that they want to work with. You don't hire somebody new to change everything. You don't hire a new president, CEO of the company, and tell him he's got to use the old secretary. So, now we have the Ginsburg issue. Democrats are trying to say that Republicans should not nominate somebody until after the election's over, blah, blah, blah. Republicans are saying, sorry, but all this goes back to Harry Reid. It's true. I am being completely impartial when I say this. I'm being very factful and very stern in that there are rules, there are consequences, and people have to understand this. You can't, history should not have the area of gray that it does, but it always will, and, at the end of the day, you got to kind of cut through the fog. I'm trying to be the fog light, so you can see clearly what's happening. So, Mitch McConnell has already said that the president nominates somebody, there will be a vote for that replacement on the Senate floor. I think that's great. It's unfortunate. I like the old rules. I think our country is based on majority rule, minority right. Now, Democrats are currently trying to run with a minority right, or minority rule, majority no right. My way or no way. Look at Antifa. Look at the riots. It's a crazy, misguided time we're in. So, the point is that all this goes back to the nuclear option, and it was Mitch McConnell that was on the floor begging the Democrats not to make it this way. Now they have. Okay, so I take a break there, and as we go along here, I'm learning about the different uses of recording. The microphone, I've already complained about, and now I'm doing this on an iPhone.
Hey y'all, I totally forgot to do an outro. Anyway, be good to each other, love yourself, love your neighbor, be sure and check back. I'm going to do a thing on Ruth Bader, I think, later on, and the whole who's going to be next thing. Anyway, but that's it, and peace out.